Schools closed and many child care providers unable to work. Parents across Metro Detroit are anxious about returning to the job as the economy reopens.
In tonight's Rebound Detroit, 7 Action News reporter Amir David has more on the Family Leave Act that could be the lifeline parents so desperately need.
With limited childcare opportunities, parents are wearing multiple different hats at home. But as workers are asked to return to the job, things may only get more challenging, which is why the government has stepped up to provide some relief.
Our whole schedule before was set around the daycare and schooling.
For Julie and Keith of Livonia, being full-time working parents has always been a bit of a juggle.
I was able to be home by the time that school would get out, and he'd be able to get the little one from preschool, or I would.
It was a team effort, but it was working. That is, until the pandemic hit.
There's a lot of disruptions.
After being laid off for weeks, Keith was asked to return to his automotive sequencing job, but was told he'd have to work a different shift.
Now, it's like I work till 4 in the morning, have to get up and then take care of the kids all day and go back into work at 5:30 at night.
The new arrangement now putting a strain on the family as they struggle to balance work obligations with the full-time needs of their 2 little girls.
Is hiring a child care provider feasible for you guys right now?
I don't think so monetarily. There's also like the fear of having somebody else in your home right now, just with, where else are they going when they're not in your house?
But for this couple and countless other parents across Metro Detroit, there could be some relief. In March, Congress passed the Family's First Coronavirus Response Act, or the FFCRA, in place to protect working parents.
We aren't 100% sure if he qualifies for that.
Julie and Keith say they couldn't find the answers, so we went looking for them. Here's the Rebound rundown on what you need to know. To qualify for the FFCRA, you have to be caring for a child whose school or place of care is closed, or have a child care provider that's unavailable for reasons related to COVID-19. And be working full-time or part-time with a company that has less than 500 employees. If you qualify, you're warranted 2 weeks paid and an additional 10 weeks if you've been on the job longer than 30 days. As for your pay, you'd get 2/3 of your regular rate or 2/3 of the applicable minimum wage, whichever is higher, up to $200 a day and $12,000 over a 12-week period.
Is that something you would take advantage of?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
If you need to be on family leave, begin by contacting your employer's HR. If you work for a company that has less than 50 employees, then do note your employer could qualify for an exemption if your leave would significantly jeopardize their business. But the government says it will strongly enforce the law to prevent small businesses from using the exemption to avoid providing paid leave to workers. For the Rebound Detroit, I'm Amira David, 7 Action News.